What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, this video is going to be covering changing the air cleaner. What I'm going to be changing it over to today is this one, the Harley-Davidson Screamin Eagle Ventilator Extreme. Mostly, I'm changing it over to this one because I really like the look, but also it fits over the OEM mounting bracket perfectly and cost savings, so for me it was a no-brainer. This is going to show you a quick step-by-step on how to do it on 2023 Harley-Davidson Fat Bob 114. This is the start of my build series for this motorcycle because there's not a whole lot of content on the Fat Bob, but there is a ton of content on the internet for the Lowrider, Lowrider S, basically every other softail motorcycle that Harley offers. So I'm really doing this to detail how to build out a 114 Fat Bob. That being said, let's get to unboxing this. Gonna try and do this one-handed. Yeah, here, let's come over here. Show you the rest of what I got over here. So this is all that comes in the Ventilator Extreme Air Cleaner Kit. You got your outer cover, you got your two brackets that connect right up here and down here, and then connect to the back side of the bracket itself. And then you got some really nice ARP bolts. Unfortunately, I don't have that style of socket, so I'm gonna have to go buy a socket specifically for these. But that's what comes in the air cleaner box. Unfortunately, the filter element does not come with a kit. I had to buy this separately, but yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, so step one for removing the old air cleaner is to remove these two bolts, which happens to be a 1/8 inch hex bit. Okay, once you've taken off the outer cover plate, you're gonna find two bolts. These ones happen to be a size 4mm. It's probably not the right size because my 4mm is very worn down. I'm not 100% certain what the standard equivalent of 4mm is, but whatever size that is, pull these two bolts out. One item of note, whenever you're taking these two bolts off, this cover is not very secure on here, and this will fall off. So that is one thing that you do want to be aware of as you're removing these two bolts. Once you have the old cover and filter off, you can clean out the interior of your throttle body, butterfly valve, as well as the inside of your actual air intake itself. Mine's not too bad, so I'm not gonna take the time to clean it. But once you have all of this cleaned up and you have the old intake off, the new filter element just slides right over the top of that. No issues. And then from there, the new cover just goes right over the top of that, and then those two additional brackets that you saw earlier, they just hook in back here and bolt in right here. And then as far as that's concerned, what I ended up needing to do is I actually had to go and purchase a star socket. This one was 5/16 in order to fit those ARP bolts that came with the kit. All right, so once you have your air filter element put on there, what you want to do is you want to take some blue LocTite and put it on your bolts. Now I know I've put an exorbitant amount of LocTite on these, definitely probably more than I needed to. Once you got that on there, then you take your brackets, and these are directional, by the way, so I already have the one that's up on top on there. Then you'll take your cover, put it on here, put the bolts in, screw them in, and then the instructions say to torque them down to 55 to 60 inch-pounds. So that's what you'll torque them down to. Okay, so once you have the bolts inside the brackets hand tight, what you want to do next, take yourself your inch-pound torque wrench, and same kind of process as before, just tighten it down evenly, bit by bit, in a star until you hit that 55 inch-pounds that the instructions recommend. All right, and with that, I've got these tightened down to 55 inch-pounds. One thing that I did notice, I'm not 100% certain if it's normal for this specific air cleaner, but these filter element fins did deform a little bit. I don't know if that's just the way it's supposed to be from the factory, but it only deformed it. I guess it deformed a little bit at the bottom too. But that's 55 inch-pounds with some blue LocTite. This will not be going anywhere anytime soon. So there you have it. Like I said, that was really all that I have for this particular install for today. This was super straightforward. One of the biggest reasons why I selected this specific air cleaner. Next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing out the exhaust pipe with a full system from Sawicki Speed, which, as you can, don't mind the mess, as you can see, the box is right there on my workbench. That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. So be on the lookout for that video. As soon as I get this, the exhaust changed out, I'm also going to be doing a tuner. For the tune, I ended up going with the DynoJet. I don't exactly remember which DynoJet, but I ended up going with DynoJet Research dyno tune for this motorcycle. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that once I get to that point in time. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video on installing this specific air cleaner. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys down the road for future updates on the project.